hobble over here.
Okay.
All right, so we're live.
We're live now.
We're live now on Fosse Book.
Bookface.
That too. So I'm gonna. You guys get to see the behind the scenes for a couple of seconds here.
Yeah, watch the magic.
Yeah, there's so much magic. It's
Magics.
So this is gonna be then.
It's like looking into infinity behind us.
It is infinity. It's like the wars, you know.
No,
We'll talk about it.
it's not like that at all.
All right, and here we go. We're going live on YouTube for those of you who like YouTube.
YouTube.
Yes.
YouTube.
Yeah, that's YouTube.
And what is that? Bookface?
That's Bookface.
That's Bookface YouTube.
Yes. See, we're gonna give you all the attentions.
Got it.
All the loves.
Got it.
See, what did you start off?
Welcome to the show, everyone.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to the show. This is Two Nerds and a Joke. Robert and Ernie. I'm Ernie.
He's Ernie.
That's Robert.
It's gonna be a good night.
It's gonna be an interesting night. Sorry for the long delay. Some changes happened.
Plans got altered.
Plans got altered, but we're here. We're here to talk about good stuff.
Yeah.
The good things.
A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. Very busy month. Week.
Very busy month, week.
Almost year.
I have to say January is when it all began.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. And this is kind of like one of a series of years where everything nerd is just going to kind of be blowing up.
Yes. And in commemoration of this episode, I wore my...
Yes.
Yes.
It's back in the news. I saw articles again on why he didn't wear the black costume in the movie.
Everyone...
Well, it's coming out on DVD. That's why. I mean, we know
everyone was really down on Zack Snyder after Man of Steel, which I didn't understand. I think Man of Steel holds up.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie. Yeah. We were waiting for Man of Steel 2, but they put that on the shelf to bring in the BVS.
Which were...
All right. It split everybody apart.
Yeah.
Everyone who was a fan... stayed a fan, and those people who were on the fence clearly fell off.
Well, and the biggest problem too was there was so many
negative reviews
and so many negative scenes. Like,
thank you, Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, seriously, ruined another good movie.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
So then they came out with Suicide Squad after that, which won an Academy Award. Go figure. And
it really was the best put together. And because it didn't affect main story, I think people weren't as concerned about the accuracy.
True.
Maybe.
Then you go to...
And Ed Will Smith.
Everyone was like, well, at least Justice League will come out and save everything. And then they said there's going to be a Justice League Part 2. And then everyone was like, well, the whole vision would be so much better without having Snyder involved. I like Snyder's vision.
I like most of what's Snyder.
And now everyone is crying because Justice League came out. And everyone's like, oh, this is clearly not a Zack Snyder film. This is like a blend. There's like comedy, there's humor. We kind of don't feel good about this.
You see, they try to make it Marvel, and look what happens. You can't do that. People go to DC movies as much as they bitch and whine. They're going to DC movies to see a dark movie.
This isn't camp. I'm wearing this because this is what was supposed to happen.
Yes.
And then they said, no, sorry, Zach, it's too dark. He has to wear the red and blue.
Yeah, it was more...
It was like a studio decision.
It was an upbeat Superman. Why? Yeah. Why do we need an upbeat Superman?
I wanted him to come back and just, like, tear apart Steppenwolf and go after Darkseid, but...
Yeah. You know, and then...
We won't get Darkseid now.
No.
They're scrapping that. They're moving on. They're going to solo projects, apparently.
So there's no Part 2? No. Or no Justice League 2?
There's no Justice League 2.
And again, and here's the thing. And I think it's going to happen with Marvel as well. Is they're going to get this huge Infinity Wars thing done.
They're going to do Infinity Wars, which
and
is like
Part 1 and Part 2.
3, I think, of their whole story.
And Phase 4. But you see, the difference is, and this is the thing.
Excuse me while I take a sip of beverage.
Yes, it's not a beverage we're sponsoring or sponsoring. Speaking of sponsorship, I was over at your local comic book friends.
Oh, yes.
Docking Bay.
Yes, Docking Bay 94. Yeah.
Docking Bay 94.
I still like the name.
It's a great name, and it's a great place.
I still venture there every now and then.
Yeah, I was there just this past week, and he was like having some struggles. A lot of other competitors, like down in Miami and stuff, were taking business. So I was in there. It's just kind of sad.
Support your local business.
Support your local, especially comic book stores. There's so few of them. I mean, it's like there's Totally Cool and a couple other ones down in Miami. Mm-hmm. And then Tate's, of course, the other amigos. Jared, shout out. But yeah, there isn't really that many, and it's like this was one of the good ones. You know, 50-cent bins of this and cheap comics, dollar comics, but then he had the good stuff.
Yeah.
And he was special order, the whole deal. So, anyways, I just want to give a shout out to Docking Bay. A brief momentary pause there for our commercial.
Yeah.
We're back.
So now that we're back from the commercial break.
Yes.
But I and then keep in mind while all this is happening, Sci-Fi, which used to be called Sci-Fi.
They just call it Sci-Fi?
Well, I call it Sci-Fi. It's SYFY.
Yeah, that is a little weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They bring back Earth First Contact?
Well, here's what they did. They decided they're all in on Krypton.
Right.
Which is based on the Man of Steel Krypton. Like the one we saw in Man of Steel, that Krypton.
Okay.
However.
But it's good, right? 'Cause
you like Superman. You like Kal-El, right?
Well, yeah.
And you like Jor-El, right? His father, right?
Yeah.
None of them are in this. It's about his grandfather. No powers, no nothing. But I thought it was an interesting view.
Because Brainiac's in it.
Yeah, because Brainiac. Why isn't Brainiac in more movies? I don't know. They keep giving us Lex Luthor and the more... but Brainiac is really Superman's big guy, right?
Yeah.
So...
Maybe they start out small in preparation for Brainiac.
But this Krypton show came out.
That gives him credit to having a plan.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Krypton comes out, and then here's what happens.
So you watched the first episode?
All week long, leading up to this premiere night, I think maybe 2 weeks.
Okay.
They're just flooding it with Superman movies. Like you get the originals,
right?
You got the Man of Steel,
right? I saw that. I remember that.
And then they give you the DC.
You pointed that out.
Yeah, the DC animated Superman movies. Which, if no one's seen them, please take time to watch them.
Anything animated
DC animated movies are
and
great.
They fit together in some ways.
Oh man, this one All-Star Superman. I was like, that's a dumb title. And then I'm watching. I'm like, I read this. This is like 4 or 5 books put together in this one movie. It is so well done, and it gets you at the end. You're kind of like, wow, that's a tear-jerky way to kill off Superman. But yeah, he flies off into the sun.
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers. Anyone who hasn't seen it, it's only 8 years old. So
spoilers do not apply.
Yeah, it's.
So wait. He goes into the sun?
Yes.
Why is he going into the sun?
Yes. Do you want me to spoil it?
Well, everybody, you're telling me it's 8 years old, so I should have seen this.
Yes. So he essentially part of the plan by Lex Luthor was to get him close enough to the sun so that he over-radiates himself, and he's basically dying. He's basically becoming pure energy.
Right. Okay.
So Brainiac essentially has this plan with this sun killer. I forgot the name of this character. This creature that basically eats stars.
Okay.
So
all-star Superman.
Yeah.
Okay. Go on.
So has this plan to essentially go in cahoots with Lex Luthor, so Lex Luthor can kill off Superman. And then Lex Luthor basically inherits all of Superman's strengths and abilities, but the thing in space double crosses him. Instead of it being a yellow sun, it's a blue sun. So Lex Luthor doesn't have any Superman powers, but then Superman saves the planet by going into the sun and basically starting the nuclear reaction all over again and basically saving the planet.
But he dies inside.
But he dies inside the sun.
Wow,
It was really good. It was really good.
A little dark.
But each one of them were like a death of. Like they did the Doomsday storyline. They did all of those, and they're so well done. So I watched them all, and I would like to. I hope that with the next. I heard there's a Man of Steel 2. I heard that's definitely happening.
Yeah. Well, at this point, people want to know, what happens.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll take another dark storyline again. You want the one with him and the rat? No, that's Batman. What was the Superman you wanted? You wanted Doomsday done right, or what would you want to see?
I wanted to see Injustice.
Okay. But is that really a Superman-only movie, though? Technically, it's a Justice League movie.
True, but I mean now they got the Justice League.
Well, you're at least crossing Joker and Superman.
Then. You bring in Martian Manhunter because I heard I didn't hear this. I wanted this.
Oh, okay.
That he's in the Wonder Woman 2 movie.
Okay.
And because you remember they said how you bring back Steve, and I'm like Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, it's a good pull.
Yeah,
it's a good pull. Yeah. So that's good stuff.
Yeah. So
you got to see Krypton. So let's get to Krypton.
Well, I didn't see Krypton. It's still on my DVR to be played.
Oh, good.
Because it came out on Wednesday.
Okay, so you're hearing things then? about the episode?
I actually disconnected from the internet for the
Did
past
you?
few days.
Good
Yes.
for you.
Yes, I
So
did.
you're looking to see
Yes.
if it's going to be as good as they say, based on a Brainiac and some mysterious guy who has
Well-
the cape of Superman on.
Well, my understanding is
And it's
because
that-
I got teasers while I was watching these Superman things.
Right,
so
right.
somebody in the future comes back to the past and says, "Your grandson is like the greatest hero in the universe."
Right. And when this cape is it's
And
Marty
this
McFly.
Yeah, it's like the Marty McFly, it's the Doc, and all the.
Yeah, it's slowly disappearing. I was like, okay, guys.
And then, of course,
Little corny.
how they did Brainiac was really cool. Like the actor and how he
didn't see
spends
it.
like
Yeah, okay.
8 hours a day in makeup to do Brainiac. I
Does
was
that
like,
count as a spoiler or behind the scenes?
well, it's
Because you
behind
now
the
know
scenes.
that Brainiac's in it by being behind. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we both knew it was Brainiac.
Yeah, it's Brainiac.
Which, again, could be a great villain, and you said it's a lot of heavy makeup, so it's going to probably be very cool looking.
It looked very cool looking how
I
they
mean,
did it.
and this is sci-fi, though.
I know, it's sci-fi. Well, maybe they get some of that Sharknado money. I don't know.
Well, no. If you remember sci-fi movies like Tin Man and those Weird Alice in
Yes.
Wonderland variants,
Yes.
the concepts are great. The stories could be good, as he takes a sip of his non-publicized beverage. But the acting was kind of not quite up to snuff. A little
It's kind of like
forced.
it's kind of like the Hercules movies that they try to put out also on Sci-Fi.
Well, yeah, it's the same. That's the same thing. It's like they could be good.
Yeah.
But
The
the
acting's
story is good.
tough.
But the acting is awful. And that will ruin a good story. And I don't know if they have lower standards in who they hire. They don't
know.
pay as much, and these are younger actors. Like there was one they did, Dark Matter.
Yes, I remember Dark Matter.
That was actually good, and they were supposed to be that kind of awkwardness, and they
Yeah.
put it into the characters. I don't know if they went to Europe and got European actors. I don't remember. Obviously.
Yeah, they weren't like here from the States.
Right, so
all
they were
British and-
better,
Yeah.
but just as cheap because they're not United States. So you gotta have money. So I bet you that was kind of what they did with that group. But that was one that was an original, right?
Yeah, it
sci-fi
was original.
series
Yeah.
that was good, and so they don't always fail, but their percentages are against them. If we were Rotten Tomatoes, we'd say,
But I totally disconnected from the internet because I didn't
Good.
have a chance. It's DVR'd for me, so I'm really looking forward to watching it.
all right, and that's
So that's
a big
Krypton.
thing.
That's going to be my big thing. But before that, we're going to talk about Marvel,
Yes,
Black Panther.
yes,
I know we're late.
we're a little late, but this way we know.
I saw it
you-
opening weekend though.
I saw it a week and a half after, maybe 2 weeks after.
I wasn't influenced by the hype. I mean, I thought the trailers were good.
Mhm.
Everyone I spoke to about it was like, "Oh, did you see the trailer? Did you see the trailer?" I'm like, "Yeah, I saw the trailer. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty
it's
good.
solid stuff.
Yeah,
Again, it looked like a good movie, but it wasn't. And here's the funny part of it: it's not that it was a good movie that there was hype. It was hype because of what and who was starring in the movie, which is fine, which is a big hype point. But those guys kind of crossed, and everybody just went to go see it for two reasons. Not a bad thing,
no,
but definitely influenced how it became. It was a self-fulfilling prophecy at that point, you know.
yeah. I mean, I thought it was great. You know, it was one of those movies where like there was a couple lulls in it.
Yeah, but most of the lulls were okay because you can't just have action.
No, but I
action.
mean, it was like there was some drawn out parts. Like I
Mhm.
think there was the part about him and his dad, like in the ethereal plane.
I like that. You know what that movie reminded me of?
Go on.
I hate to say it because it's so. It may come across very badly.
Oh, here it comes. It will come off pretty badly. When people say that, you know it's gonna be bad.
It reminded me of Lion King too.
Um,
I did. You know, the son of the villain comes back, and it was kind of the same thing.
well, no,
And it's not-
the son has that talk to with his father that he never was able to have
Right,
in
yeah.
life.
It's African folklore is really where it comes from. I mean, Lion
Macbeth?
King is Macbeth too, but
Yeah.
African folklore has those same. Every culture has those stories, really. So from that perspective, it was kind of really cool to be
No,
able
and
to see that
I thought
and authentically done.
And I thought like everyone, I thought everyone did well in the movie. I liked
Mhm.
Andy Serkis. I thought he was like the way better villain. I
Oh
thought.
yeah. Oh yeah, he was a villain. It was a true villain.
Yeah.
Your other-
His name was Claw, but his
Mhm.
first name was Hannibal.
Yeah, I think so.
Hannibal,
Maybe.
Claw. I don't know. So we'll get a correction.
And we have Forrest Whitaker.
Yes, Forrest Whitaker being very Forrest Whitaker-y.
Which usually means he dies at
Ghost Dog. He was in Rogue One.
Yeah.
Playing the same character.
The same character. Very mysterious, washed up.
He has that weird voice that he puts on.
I wonder if that's his actual voice or is that
I think that's his acting voice.
It's bad. It's funny, he's one-dimensional, but he always plays such interesting characters. Just for that short amount of time, you really want to know more, and you never.
I think he's trying to get that same feel from I think he was in the movie Last King of Scotland or something like that. It was
seen that one.
I think he won an Oscar for that one.
Oh, good lord!
Yeah.
And he's not. He's a bad actor.
No, I'm not knocking him.
No, he's good, but it's always.
But it's the same role.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, he's being what he was in Rogue One, which was in Ghost Dog. Okay, all right, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, sure. But you knew, because he was playing the same character, that he was going to die.
Yes.
At some point in the movie.
Yes. He was going to die.
Manner. Yeah, you knew it was going to happen. So
he was going to die the noble way, though.
Yes.
Yes, he was going to die. He was going to die the noble way.
He always dies nobly. It's great, though. I tell you, that's what it's all about. It's all about typecasting.
Yeah,
you know, it's kind of sad, but maybe that's his thing. His sister was amazing.
Yes. I thought everybody did well in the movie. I think played their parts well.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's.
There weren't any hollow characters.
No, I just wished that Andy Serkis' character hung around a little bit longer, because I kind of felt bad for Killmonger. Spoilers.
Yeah, that is a spoiler semi, and it's true because he was a really.
I felt bad for him.
Yeah,
I was like, this poor kid, his dad.
Yeah,
I can see why he's so
pissed off.
But
that's the thing, and I love that. And it's a subtle thing, but you can sympathize with the villain, making him less of a villain, but all the more a villain because they have a choice.
Because there was a point where like him and Black Panther were fighting each other, and clearly he had the advantage.
Oh yeah.
And I think he said something, and this was where I was still on the fence. I was like, I don't know if I should like the villain more than I like the hero.
Yeah,
it kind of reminds me of
too.
It kind of reminded me of Man of Steel when he was fighting Zod.
Yeah,
when Zod basically said you turn your back on your own people, and he's like, Krypton had their chance. I was like, ooh, Zod, just snap his neck now, man. Just kill this guy. That's how I was. I was like, Killmonger, just kill this dude.
Yeah.
No, he let him go. He let him off the hook. He flipped him over the waterfall.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yes. That's a good... Oh, my God. So when Black Panther gets pushed over the edge, right? And my daughter was... Because I went with a family, my daughter was sitting next to me. She was like she was.
Oh, mind blown.
Mind was blown in that moment, which was crazy to me because she's a Marvel fan. She loves Thor Ragnarok because she gets to see Hulk throw Thor around.
Hey,
she loves it.
Thor Ragnarok. You wanna poke holes in all the superhero movies? Yeah. Watch Thor Ragnarok. Yeah. It does it for you.
Yeah. It's a great story though. It's fun. It's a pure fun romp. Anyways, at that moment, for her was that moment of, oh my God, I am totally here and I'm totally freaking the hell out.
Yeah.
And you got that way about the movie. You really got, and that's just good movie making. Okay, that has nothing to do with the genre or the characters. Nobody knows what Black Panther was. Let's be serious. He's a 1960 something comic. 70s. I don't know, 69, 70, in that range somewhere.
I think 70s, and then he fell out, came back around the 80s, I think.
But you're talking...
But he was like an add-on.
Right, he's like 30...
Like he would make appearances.
He's 30, 40 years old?
Yeah.
No one knows. And it's not...
I mean, it's cool that everyone's bringing him back. I mean, the outfit definitely looks like the original comics.
I mean, no.
The special effects were great.
Yeah, and they did this special effects not granularly, but only as needed. Like, they were really riding a rhino, like they were talking about how he had to learn how to ride a horse to ride the mount. So they try to use practical effects, kind of like a Star Wars movie.
Yeah,
almost,
JJ basically said no more blue screens.
Yeah.
Everything's practical.
Yeah, and you know what? Disney is kind of rocking it with even Last Jedi. You know, and the controversy and the
wow.
Oh my God!
Let me tell you,
thing
people.
that DC did with
Justice
BBS?
League and BBS. Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
You either. I mean, Star Wars fans, you're still gonna be a Star Wars fan. But that movie, like, if you were on the fence, like, if you were like, you know, The Force Awakens really bothered me, that was way too Disney. This one pushed those people completely out. They don't even want to see the next one.
I don't understand.
And you heard it. They said it in front. I want to say they, because I don't want to give names, but I have to say more than 10 people have said that to me.
Yeah.
Like, they could care less if there's another, like, Star Wars movie.
Which I don't. And here's my thing.
Oops.
What I feel they did with this movie, and I know you were mostly a fan.
Yes.
Was they were pushing out the old generation.
I get it. They get old. They have to die.
Everybody leaves eventually.
Spoilers.
Yes, there were a lot of deaths.
Luke passes away.
Yeah. Oh my
because we're with
God.
the Force.
I tell you what, dude.
My daughter watched it over the weekend.
Yeah, and she cried, or she was kind of mad.
She watched it. She thought there was some parts cool. She laughed at a couple scenes.
Yeah, but not.
And then at the end, you know, when Luke was on the planet, and he just faded away. She was like, she looked at me and was confused. She was like, "Is he dead?" I'm like, "No, he's one with the Force." Is he alive? I'm like, well, how do I answer this?
Yeah.
You know,
Metaphysical now. You're getting metaphysical. But I mean, I think a lot of it was that people just hated how weak Luke seemed to be.
Like the Luke from the old movies would have never like gone after Ben in his sleep. That's what I heard.
Yeah, but I mean, the character has shown himself to be flawed.
And I asked the same people that said that to me.
He
I'm
lied
like,
about being a Jedi.
Yeah, he said he was a Jedi. He never finished his training.
No one ever called him Jedi. Even Yoda never called him Jedi.
He showed up to Jabba's hut wearing all black.
Yeah, like it was full freaking goth mobile.
And there's a lot of theories. Something came out of like, was that really Luke's plan? The whole first part of
I
Return of the
saw
Jedi?
that one, yeah.
I didn't think about it until I read that article, but I'm like,
that was a good
wow.
One. That's a good one. If you can find the article.
Yeah, find the article. Somebody went back and said the escape plan for Return of the Jedi was probably the most weirdest, confusing,
and again, it
doesn't make much sense why you put the people there.
Yeah, and again, it's true, and it's funny because everybody will say that movie is like the God.
It's top three.
Yeah,
it's top three.
I think it's a certain generation who grew up who decided that this is not their Star Wars and said that because they have this glowing nostalgia about characters who are no longer part of yours. And that's what it ends up being.
I mean,
I can't argue it, but this is their kids' movie, and it's happening in the real world. And kids are going out there and making differences and making changes, and the older folk are like, well, that's not right.
That's not how we would have done it. That's But yeah, like I asked the same people, I'm like, so you read the novels? Because everyone kept thinking, because like you saw in the first three movies, Luke isn't like a high and mighty, most powerful Jedi ever. No. It was these books that came out. Mm-hmm. Like I remember before the internet, that was the things that people talk about. The legends now.
But some of those will come back. Those will come back.
Like after Return of the Jedi becomes the most powerful Jedi in the universe, and he's like able to crush Star Destroyers with the Force. Like he basically just pulls them out and crushes them.
Right. But to be fair,
do you really want a character like that though in these movies? Probably not. I like this version a little bit better. Like give him a little
human.
Yeah, make him a little bit more like us. Like, hey, I don't want to have another Darth Vader. I don't want to give birth to another Darth Vader here. This kid's more powerful than me.
That's a huge risk when you're doing this Jedi Sith thing in the world. If you think about it in context, you say the wrong thing, you do the wrong thing, you piss somebody off. You got another freaking Darth Vader. It's like Voldemort in Harry Potter. You don't want to do something to create that monster.
Yeah. So I mean, I was like,
they had history he had direct history to rely on.
And
Obi-Wan.
And the whole thing was like I kept telling you, and I know you're kind of like on the fence about that, but the Sith never lie. They may tell you stuff that you don't want to hear, but I mean, even in the movie, The Last Jedi, he basically
It's not. Why I'm on the fence is it's not that I
The
don't
Jedi
believe. Right.
The Jedi lie.
Yeah. And it's not that I don't believe that they lie. I think they manipulate the facts to suit their own needs more so. And there is truth in them, and they aren't lying, but they're leaving out specific pieces that make the story sound better than it actually
I can give you eternal life. I can give you the gift of like saving somebody's life.
Your life,
but you're taking somebody else's life force to do it.
Right. They don't tell you.
They don't tell you that part.
Right. So and again, then you're talking semantics of ethical code. Is that worse than outright telling somebody that they're pretty when they're not? I mean, which is what the Jedi do.
I'd appreciate that.
You see, right? You may think it's a lie. It may actually be a lie, but you'd still appreciate. And that's kind of what the Jedi do. I mean, it's all this.
They take kids from their families, separate them, train them,
making it pretty.
Yeah.
They don't talk about that part.
I mean, keep in mind, Darth Vader, for him to make the transformation, he had to kill a whole bunch of kids.
Right.
And in order for Ben to make the transition over to the dark side, he had to kill his dad.
Mm-hmm. They don't talk about that in their pamphlets. Some of Sith today. I mean, but that's the thing, and they feed off, and again, manipulation versus.
I liked it. I liked the way it turned out. Yeah. I like the fat-ats. I like how we had like dinosaurs.
Yeah. It was.
Then they kind of
little rings. Yeah.
Yeah, they got like the big front arms there, the fat-ats as I call them, kind of gorilla-like almost.
Well, I think it came back if you remember in Star Wars Rebels.
Yes.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
I haven't watched
Rebels. Are really good.
Did you watch the current season?
Yeah. Caught up. It's really good.
I'm on season 3. I finished the first 2 seasons about 2 weeks, and then so I'm going to start season 3 and then go to. Well, then wait.
I'll watch it with you if you ever want to, man.
Yeah. No, that'd be good. We'll put that on the list. Yeah, because Rogue is fantastic. But some of the stuff, spoilers, is they talk about how the AT-ATs, the old versions.
Yeah.
If you shot them with a hard enough blast on the front shoulders, they will fall over almost every time. And that's the thing. If you aren't watching Rebels, or you aren't watching, I don't remember which Clone Wars is considered
the canon.
Canon now.
Oh, it's the second one. The one that looks like CGI.
Right. Yeah. But those things tell some of these stories. Like these force powers and stuff. That's not. I mean, it's like a whole. Tracking people through hyperspace.
Yeah.
Minor point, but it's the same thing. It's like don't you don't have to assume they're just making stuff up in the story just because you don't know it and you're going about half-cocked, and that's one of your issues.
The one scene that I thought that would have gotten my daughter didn't get her, which was Princess Leia getting blown out of like the bridge.
Yeah, that was.
I'm sorry, General
Leia
got blown out.
Yeah. Spoilers.
That didn't get her.
Well, and
it got me in the theater. I was just like, "This is how they kill her off. This is how they're doing it.
Yeah,
they're blasting her out of space." And then she did the and
but that has precedent in Rebels too.
You can survive in space.
You can survive as a Jedi in space, not forever.
No,
but just a little bit of time. You're manipulating the Force. It's got to be able to give you some level of protection.
Hey.
There's a bunch of skills, and if you read the canon novels, they talk about all these powers.
Yeah.
So it's again one of those things. You go off as part of the French, half-cocked, or bialy.
French?
Well, half-cocked. Cock crowed 3 times. We go on, but yeah, that's kind of what people did, and it's unfair.
But I thought it was a good movie. I would buy it.
Oh yeah.
I think it comes out tomorrow on Vudu or Blu-ray, or I think it's available for purchase. You were able to purchase the digital version before. Now you can actually get the physical discs. And I'm kind of on the fence about that. I'd like to hear from you guys out there. You guys still buying DVDs, Blu-rays, or are you guys just getting digital downloads? I don't know. I saw the pricing is much better for the digital downloads. It's like $14 or $24 for the deluxe Blu-ray DVD combo set. So
I'm not sure if we stopped streaming on YouTube. It looks like it's for that. We're over here.
One of our watchers has a technical question because we don't have a production studio.
Who?
That's the reason why.
Who, us?
Yeah, see, he's asking a question.
Oh, because we don't have a production studio. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's not a question.
No. He's saying, why isn't your camera like positioned so far away? I'm like, because we don't have a production studio.
Well, yeah. What do you want?
What do you want?
We're at his house.
We're giving you your money's worth.
Yeah,
here.
it's a free podcast.
It's a free podcast. You're getting free.
And to be fair, the commentary is delicious.
I like it.
I like what we say.
Yeah.
Even if you don't. But yes, one day when you go to our Patreon page.
Yes.
And become a patron of the show.
Yes.
You can help move us into the next generation.
Please.
Please, God help us.
Please.
Hey, we're improved than we were.
Oh, wow. We have a stand now.
We have a stand and...
A tripod?
We have a tripod too, but we also have an iPad to record.
We have an iPad now.
All right, I'm stopping the Sheamus right over.
See that?
No, just for
we
YouTube.
lost.
There'll be a second part.
Okay. We got to wait for the second part of YouTube here. We apologize.
See, but you get to see behind the scenes. No? Not liking it?
Oh, jeez.
What?
I can't. I can't.
They see it already. It's
I
on
can't
the
with
nose.
this guy.
Who is it? Is it Ray? Because I'll beat him up. Don't work with him. I can beat him up now. All right. Show nerds and a joke. What do you say?
He's like, you're nerds. You can't pan down. I'm like, what? Seriously, dude. Maybe we don't want to pan down.
I mean, I can pull it down. Do they want me to? Are they that desperate for me to?
I don't know. Maybe they want full body shots. I don't know. Oh God. And you always get the worst photos of me. Always.
All right, here. Let me come over, Facebook fans.
Oh my gosh.
I want to
move out of the way.
The two people watching us.
Yes, the two people.
All right, here we go. All right, that should be better for them.
All right, there. Look, our production studio. You happy now?
See, I bet that makes them very happy.
Yeah.
All right, and we're back live on YouTube.
All right, now you just have me in the shot. You barely have him. Hold on.
Well, it's all about more. It's all
No. And now he's getting the side shot of me, which makes me feel even worse.
Oh, you look fantastic. Shut up.
It's awful.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yes, it was hard. Look what we've done.
Yeah.
Gosh.
That took a whole 6 minutes of our lives.
And this thing is still in the shot.
And you see,
Hold on.
There you go. Put a Star Wars cup in front of it. Today we're being sponsored by...
That is a collectible cup. That is a collectible cup.
You know, we're being sponsored by Sprite.
Yes, thank you, Ray. Gotta get you for that one. Accidents happen every day.
Oh, man, it's good when you know your guests. Or know your audience.
Yeah, it's not good to go after the audience, is it?
No. But you know what? If we get someone angry enough, maybe they'll watch us
out of hate. Yeah.
God, those guys, I loathe them so much.
give the seals their fish. Yeah.
You're not supposed to say that.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
So yes, collectible cups. That's one thing.
Why are we moving to collectible?
Because when I went to Black Panther, I made it a point to get the collectible cup.
Oh.
And then the cashier got kind of got into it with me, saying that it was you people, like Star Wars fans, because they had so many Star Wars collectible cups left over that the theater didn't order a lot of the Black Panther stuff, in fear that they would just have a lot of it just lying around.
So they blame the Star Wars
fans. Blame the Star Wars fans.
Were you wearing a Star Wars shirt?
Yes, I was.
That's why she got into it. I was like, Why would some random cashier get into it with you about Star Wars fans and cups? That seems a little random. So you're saying there's context.
Yes.
That's what a Sith Lord does. You took away the context.
I don't know if I like
that. That was a Sith Lord move.
I don't know if I like this.
So anyways.
I'm going to talk to these guys.
There you go. We did have some comments on the first one. But
we did?
Yeah, but they were so small I couldn't read them.
Oh.
I need new glasses. So you were getting a comment on
yes, Patreon for glasses.
Yes, please. It's $200, dude. You want me able to see your comments? I'll be buying glasses.
Oh, yes. So what else have we been doing?
Oh, well, we did even talk about the fact that we didn't see Tomb Raider.
Yes, we did not see Tomb Raider.
Yes, we didn't see Tomb Raider.
I don't know if I'll ever want to watch Tomb Raider.
She is kind of cute. What, does she kind of jailbait? I mean,
what have I always said about movies based on video games?
That there really hasn't been one that if you're not a fan of the
they don't work.
Game, you're not going to know. Yeah,
they don't translate.
But here's the thing: Tomb Raider kind of pulls in that Indiana Jones crowd. No, still buying it. Okay, fair enough. Hey,
Speaking of indie, there's another one coming.
What now?
There's another one coming.
And aliens were a real thing in that time period. Shut up.
You defending the Crystal Skull?
A little bit.
Him and
Shia
3 other
LaBeouf
people
should have died.
Loved that movie. Him and 3 other people. I
okay.
didn't mind it.
It was.
I didn't mind it.
I didn't say love. I said the parts of it I
You were in
really
the tank.
enjoyed.
You're in the tank for it.
No.
I think you own it.
I don't.
I think
Joe,
you
no.
own it.
No, I
think you do.
Look, I can say it's now officially the one and only movie I can actually stand Shia LaBeouf, where he doesn't die.
Look, I watched the Shia LaBeouf movie.
He was good.
He was in that Tank movie that you still haven't seen, which was Fury. He was actually good in that one.
Tank?
Yeah.
Is it Tank Girl?
No.
Or just Tank?
Fury.
Tank Girl is hot.
Fury is the name of the movie, and it's about a tank.
Seems like
David Ayers is the same guy
movie.
who did Suicide Squad.
You know my favorite war movie? Like the best one of all
Brad
time.
Pitt, Shia LaBeouf, the guy who played Punisher.
Okay. The movie one?
Yes.
Okay.
No, not the movie, the TV show.
Oh, the good one.
Yeah.
Did
Can't
you-
protect them, Rick. Can't protect them, Red.
Speaking of Rick,
Oh yeah, they're still dead and they're still walking. I caught another episode the other week.
it's supposed to be like the final show.
It is the final season for it.
I don't know what that means though. What's
I mean,
their,
they're
what's,
gonna
their,
spin it
what's
off.
their end game?
Who knows?
You
I
think they know?
stopped. I stopped. I can't do it anymore, guys. I tried to get back into Walking Dead and I can't.
Well, then there's also Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty's dead too.
Not officially.
It's dead. The dude tweeted it. The guy who created it tweeted it.
Well, he also
it's dead.
came back later and said that's not really true. What's actually happening is they want more money per episode, and Cartoon Network is kind of hemming and hawing by giving him more money. Because here's the thing, and they were talking about this, is Cartoon Network's lineup has, yes, he's drinking again. I don't know what his problem is. But Cartoon Network doesn't have a lot of adult content.
And you don't charge our devices.
Well, do you see a charger around here anywhere?
There's an outlet right there. There's an outlet right here.
Will you have a cord? Exactly. We didn't think of it. That's my fault. That's my fault. Well, how long have we been going?
Well, on that, I can't tell because you have to restart it 3 times.
No, I started it once. No, we had been 30 minutes, so we're at like 45 minutes, dude. When do we end? When do we say enough? Speaking of, now if you remember the name of the show of today's episode, it was Tuners and No Job. Which brings us to our main topic of the evening, I suppose. We talked about all the fluff. I don't know.
I thought this was the point of this show.
The point of the show, here's the thing.
Oh.
Because we don't have a job.
There's a lot of we going on here.
We don't have a job right now. It's not permanent. It's like our new job start in a week or less. That's all it is. So the question is, because that's the topic, is what superheroes don't actually have jobs in their universes? Some do.
Black Panther.
Black Panther. He's a king. So does that count as a job or not? That's
Tony Stark doesn't have a job.
He runs a company.
He doesn't run it. Pepper runs the company.
That's true. So okay, so Tony Stark would be one who's just rich. Superman has a job, right?
Yeah, he's Clark
Supergirl
Kent.
has a
He wears the
job.
glasses. Oh, speaking of, and another thing coming back to Superman, I watched the original cartoon serials of like 1941.
Oh God.
They're really good. Like the way they're drawn and everything.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you would think they were like maybe 60s, 70s, but they were drawn in the 40s. I mean, they're very short. They're like 10 or 11 minutes long, but they're really good.
Good to know.
Let me see. Another superhero that doesn't have a job.
Arrow has a job.
Yes, he does. He saves the city.
No.
He's the mayor.
He was the mayor.
Yeah.
Was his job?
Oliver. Yeah.
Oliver.
Let's
I think
see.
most have a job. A Batman doesn't really have a job.
He's just
sort of
playboy,
yeah,
billionaire.
Yeah. I mean, he kind of runs a company sometimes, but not really.
He doesn't
So,
really do
and it depends on what age he is. Because remember, when he gets older, he kind of is the CEO
Is he
again.
Batfleck?
Yes, Batman.
Well, now they
Batfleck.
have Henry Dean Stanton is going to be
Who?
Negan, the comedian from The Watchmen.
No. I know who Negan is. The guy with the baseball bat, right?
Yeah, he's going to be the next Batman in the Batman. which is going to be more noirish.
Which I don't have a problem with, but how are they going to just change...
Then I heard Jake Gyllenhaal is going to be Batman too.
No, I thought she was going to be Batgirl.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, Jake?
Not his sister, Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Okay, wrong Gyllenhaal. Hey, I thought the sister. That's Batgirl. They're supposed to be working on a Batgirl movie, but they never got anywhere with that.
No, yeah. What's his name is writing the script for that? Joss Whedon.
Joss Whedon's a weird one too.
Yeah,
you know he
did the Avengers, both
right.
Avenger movies, and he did.
You know who he always reminds me of? The kid from Star Trek.
JJ?
No, Wheaton.
Oh, Will Wheaton.
Yeah. He reminds. I always think Will Wheaton is like.
If Will Wheaton,
he is a sci-fi fan. He should be good at this. Why are you complaining about him? And I remember it's the wrong, the other Wheaton.
Yeah,
it's not the.
It's a different spelling and everything.
Yeah, I know, but it's Wheaton.
It's pronounced the same way.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Anyways, but that's what I was thinking about.
Joss Whedon.
Whedon, yes. Yeah. And again, I just don't think he knows what he's doing.
Oh my gosh! But Batgirl looks good.
Okay.
Because he also did Buffy.
True, and Buffy's supposed to be coming back.
Buffy's coming back.
I think he's going to start working on that again.
Have you seen Riverdale yet?
I saw one episode and I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it either. I don't know how people are hooked on that show.
No.
It's a lot of teen drama. It's like The Runaways. I'm like, how are people getting hooked on
I
this?
tried to watch The Runaways.
It's a lot of teen drama.
Yeah, I didn't like it. And then what was the other one? The one with the character who's supposed to be like Xavier's son or Magneto's son who's super powerful. With
The Gifted?
The Gifted, yeah. I tried to get in that one too.
It was hard. But I mean, I liked it. I liked
the idea that I like the characters, I like the story they were telling, because it's a good story to tell.
It falls in that same realm of like people who watch like The Strain and also what's another show? American Horror Story.
I watched season.
I watched the first season, which everyone tells me is the best season so far, and then they kind of went really weird. Yes, I heard they went weird more than scary. Really weird. Yeah.
Which is kind of cool that you can pull that off on TV.
But I heard this Castle Rock thing is supposed to be pretty good, which is Stephen King on...
well, Stephen King.
Whatchamacallit?
Even The Stand was...
I want to say
Amazon?
Really? I want to say Amazon Prime.
Really? Yeah. I'll have to look it up then, because I have Prime.
Castle Rock.
Castle Rock, okay. I wanna, but there really hasn't been a bad Stephen King movie. Even The Stand holds up.
What about Maximum Overdrive?
Well, it wasn't really his it wasn't his main genre. So
what do you mean? That's him. He wrote it.
Yeah, I know he wrote it, but it's not like his
machines coming to life and killing people. And it's the Green Goblin semi-truck.
Yeah, it's just,
remember?
Yeah, and
it had Emilio Estevez as the hero.
I think it was just kind of stupid.
It was stupid.
Okay.
All right, then there was
what
is this?
What does it say?
Another warning on the iPad. iPad storage full.
Okay.
What is going on now?
I don't know. I'm not recording it. It's a live video. Hit
not now?
Not now.
Right.
Yeah. Hold on. More technical difficulties. Usually this works well. I don't think we stopped recording. I think it just came up for us. Yes, we'll remember rating out power on this one too. Anyways, but okay, fine. I'll go with most of Stephen King's movies are good. Can we go with that? Most,
let's
more
see.
Good than failures.
Pet Sematary.
Creepy.
But it was good.
Yeah. The one with the legs with the writer. Kathy Bates. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that one. And then
it's a one-word title too.
Mm-hmm. Wretched.
No.
Sinister. Something like that, though, wasn't it? Anywho, it doesn't matter. Is it a movie?
It's gonna hit me too at any second.
Langoliers.
Langoliers was good.
Yeah, and that was TV movie even.
I get that confused. Is that the one where the devil goes to that town in Massachusetts?
No, that's the one where time gets eaten.
Okay.
And these people are stuck in
a plane.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
That one was good.
And the Stand wasn't great, but I think it was just too long.
It was so long, and the book was like that thick, so I never wanted to read it.
Yeah, it was an interesting story, but it wasn't like capture the mind. But it was good for what it was. I mean, if you're into it. And then you have It, which was enough to make another one.
Everyone keeps saying that this one was pretty good.
But didn't you watch it?
No, I have.
I thought you went to see it with somebody. Really? Why did I think you went to see it? Someone asked you to go see it with them.
Yeah, someone did. I said no.
Oh,
No clowns.
okay. All right,
No
fair
clowns.
enough. Fair enough. So you haven't seen it. Oh, okay. All right. So you
trying to
haven't seen it.
think.
What else is the Dark Tower, or did not kind of flop?
That flopped.
Why did it flop though? I thought it was a good story.
Idris Elba in it. Apparently, like everyone who saw it was like, yeah, you know, I went into it expecting them to capture the same feeling as the book series, but they didn't do it. It all felt like they were throwing everything together in this one movie. And
well, I think that came out because they were doing that. They were trying to use that movie to see that all the Stephen King movies are in the same universe-ish. Like it's a multiverse that each of these movies take place.
Cat's Eye.
Which here's the question.
Go on.
I believe the article stated
The Shining was also Stephen King.
That was good. Creepy as hell, but that was good. I mean, it's still memed about today.
You know, The Shining doesn't really have a lot of supernatural stuff because the director was like, I don't like any of the supernatural stuff.
I think it didn't need to be there for that movie. It did have supernatural stuff.
No,
the girls in the hallway was supernatural. Those are ghosts.
No, The Shining was something else. Like essentially, like the book called The Shining. The Shining is about defeating that stuff.
Okay. So it's a different movie completely.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I didn't realize. I was like, what? He always uses supernatural stuff.
Now Stanley Kubrick did that one.
Okay.
You know Stanley Kubrick?
I know the name.
The director. He did 2001: Space Odyssey.
Ugh.
Which
I'm
sorry.
I
don't know why people say if you're a sci-fi fan you have to watch the movie. That movie was on the other night.
How many times did you fall asleep?
Damn! I fell asleep and it was still on when I woke up.
I'm telling you, dude.
It was so long and there's like no dialogue through most of it.
It's awful.
It only gets interesting till the computer goes psychotic on everybody.
Yeah, I didn't get that far.
You didn't even get that far?
I couldn't do it.
He also did Full Metal Jacket.
Well, that was good.
He also did...
I mean, it was creepy and crazy and insane, but it was a good movie.
Wow, you would like the movie Eyes Wide Shut.
That sounds creepy.
That's with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman.
I've heard of that. I know that one. I don't think I've seen it.
That was his last movie. He died after that movie.
Really? He must have been old. Must have been like 70.
No. He just died of heart failure, I think.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. But he did a lot.
What All Men Fear?
He did, oh, gosh.
What?
You didn't see it out there?
No, what?
Oh, golf cart with lights. I'm like, who's playing golf at this hour? I'm trying to think of another. I don't know if he did a Clockwork Orange.
No, he didn't do Clock. The new one?
Old one with the original Clockwork Orange.
Well, there's been one. I didn't think there was more than one.
I think they tried to redo it.
Really? The original one's classic. You can't. He's good. He's creepy. He knows how to make it creepy.
And I think he did another one.
But you see, in those movies, he didn't have hours of silence.
That's true.
You know?
Your phone's about to die.
What are we down to?
10%.
Oh, that's nice. It means we have to be done. Unless you want to find me a charger. Oh, man. Hey, at least...
Patreon, please.
Yes, help us. Get a long cord.
Reminders
that you can plug in.
We're trying to pick the show back up now.
Yes.
We'll probably do this more regularly.
Yes. We're looking that we're going to try and get at least one a weekish.
Yes, and we would like to have some guests on.
Yes.
We're willing to accommodate most requests if we need to travel somewhere. Our production studio is kind of portable.
It's mobile. It's a mobile studio.
Yes, it is very mobile.
I saw a camera at the festival I was at this past weekend. I was like, I want that camera. It was like a professional.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Let's get that one.
And if anyone wants to intern and be like a production assistant, that'd be great.
Video editing.
Or a social media person, that would be great. We need that as well.
Volunteer.
It's hard. It's hard to keep up with.
But if you make us famous, we'll make you famous. I mean, that's really what it's about.
It's all about the people.
Come join.
That's what I learned. That's why I left. It's all about the people.
You're really going to hang your hat on that bullshit, aren't you?
Give the seals what they... You're not supposed to berate the audience. I don't get it.
Right. I don't think that's the thing. I think if you berate them, they actually come back for more.
Nice.
But yeah, you've hung your hat on that.
Yeah.
That was your thing.
It was my
very
thing.
Heavily in the last couple of weeks. But you always have kind of said it. It's always been kind of your thing. And I never could take you seriously. You said it. I didn't know it was true or not. I couldn't. You played a good game.
I played a good game, huh? Well played, sir.
well played. I tip the hat.
Well played.
But yeah, we do want to start doing this more regularly.
Have some guests on.
Guests on.
Talk about. We may have some local authors.
Yeah, definitely trying. Yeah,
we know some people that
know
may
some
want
people that know
to.
some people.
Yeah, know some people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we are going to do some recorded shows as well.
Yes.
So
for your audio pleasure.
Yes. So you can hear us, or at least watch us, or get us in another medium. So you have some more content coming your way on a more regular basis. That's kind of the key piece of all this.
But we want to thank you guys for sticking with us through this time.
Yes. Time of transition.
Time of transition. Things change, but
whole new world.
Whole new world.
Yes. Disney.
Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers.
Good movies.
Good movies.
That's what we want.
That's what we want.
Yeah.
Good movies, good TV shows.
Yeah.
Throw a couple cartoons in there while you're at it.
It's okay. What's Harley in it?
Oh, yes.
All right, so next time,
that's a good discussion for
everyone. Next time, we'll talk all about Harley. It's all about Harley.
Hot Pants Harley.
Yeah, Hot Pants Harley. All right, well, I think it's that time, Mr. Arrow, if you will.
Peace out.